Okay, welcome to the final stage in the story of Christ and the last part of my solution. It's titled Forrest's Throne, the Scar, and the Title. So the thrill of the chase is about Forrest getting cancer and deciding to hide a treasure trove for everyone to look for. And it's also about Forrest being saved from cancer. Cancer is a tumor or a mass, which is a collection of objects. Trove is a collection of objects, and in this case, the 9 solutions. It's also a treasure trove, which is something that is reserved or saved. And in this case, the treasure is being held in reserve or saved for the solver. So cancer is a mass, and the solution to his poem is a mass. The 9 solutions are a collection of sequential stages, places, and objects that represent the tumor which was removed from Forrest. Furthermore, his cancer operation left a scar on the left side of his stomach. Scar is a mark left by a healed wound, and mark is the middle of the stomach, target, or blaze. And a blaze is a spot or mark made on a tree. Another word for tree is forest, and in this case, Forrest's Fenn. So the mark on Forrest's Fenn. Here's a quick review of what we've discovered so far. The 9 solutions, or there are 9 solutions, and they are in consecutive order. In the first solution, we have Jesus showing us the way to solving the poem. He tells us the solutions are the stages of the Passion, which are as follows. So we have his arrest, his first trial, his second trial, his flogging, his crucifixion, his resurrection, and finally his ascension into heaven. The second solution starts in West Yellowstone at the Grizzly and Wolf Discovery Center, which represents the arrest of Jesus in the Garden of Gethsemane. The third solution is again in West Yellowstone at Hibernation Station, which represents the first trial of Jesus by Caiaphas, the high priest of the Supreme Jewish Council. The fourth solution is the Museum of History in Santa Fe, New Mexico, which represents the second trial of Jesus by Pontius Pilate, the Roman governor. The fifth solution is the Palace of the Governors in Santa Fe, which represents the flogging of Jesus. The sixth solution is the Soldiers' Monument in the Santa Fe Plaza, which represents the crucifixion of Jesus. The seventh solution is Forrest's Den and a video of his testimony and the solution to the poem. This represents the resurrection of Jesus. The eighth solution is also Forrest's Den and his and Peggy's ashes that are contained in urns next to the fireplace. Having their ashes flown high in the sky and spread over the mountains in Yellowstone represents the ascension of Jesus into heaven. So each solution represents a corresponding stage in the Passion of Christ and a geographical place on a map. So we ended the last solution, Forrest and Peggy's ashes, with Jesus ascending into heaven and sitting on the throne. So now the Passion of Christ is over, right? However, there is one significant event that still remains, and that's the return of Jesus. Better known as the second coming of Christ, it is more commonly known as the unveiling or revealing of Jesus Christ, and we find it in the last book of the New Testament called the Book of Revelation. Revelation means unveiling, disclosure, or revealing. So it's about Jesus revealing himself and his treasure of salvation to the entire world. Likewise, Forrest will reveal himself and his treasure to the entire world. So we ended the last solution with Jesus sitting on the throne. In this final solution, we are standing in front of Jesus sitting on the throne, which is being represented by Forrest sitting in his recliner chair. Remember, Forrest has a scar on the left side of his abdomen from his cancer operation. Likewise, Jesus has a cut on the left side of his abdomen from being speared by a Roman soldier. Thus, Forrest is symbolically representing Jesus, And his scar is the blaze we have all been searching for. All right, so we begin at where warm water's halt. Again, we're in West Yellowstone. We follow the rivers, which are the streets, and we take it in the canyon down. So we follow Canyon Street in a southerly direction, and we keep going all the way down towards Forrest's house on the old Santa Fe Trail. Not far, but too far to walk, so we head north in the direction of Water Street, but stop in front of Forrest's estate on the old Santa Fe Trail. Same solutions as the last two. So put in below the home of Brown means we pull into Forrest's driveway, park in front of his house, and disembark your vehicle. So from there, it's no place for the meet. So from the driveway, it's north to Forrest's study, his den, and to his desk, where you will find him sitting in his chair, just like Jesus would be sitting on his throne. The end is ever drawing nigh, so the title and the scar are really close and near to one another. So N means mark. Mark means the middle of the stomach. It's also a visible impression or trace on something, such as a line or cut. So that would be the scar. And it's a target. And it's the blaze that we've been looking for. And also means stop. So stop means to close an opening. So his incision would have been stitched up and healed over. So it also means to cut off. So to remove the tumor. And a cessation of operation. So the end of his operation. N means a line that indicates the full extent of something. So his scar, that would indicate the full extent of his, I'm going to say trauma, because finding out that you have terminal cancer, it would be a very traumatic event. So line is a mark. It's a narrow, continuous mark cut into or raised from a surface. So his scar. And also means apocalypse, which means revelation. Revelation is the act of revealing or disclosing. So Forrest is going to reveal the solution. And also means term, which is title. So the title to his goal. And it means closure. So the property of being closed with respect to a particular operation. So stitching the wound closed after his cancer operation. Is means remain, to stay in the same place. So his scar is going to remain there forever. Ever means permanently, forever. Drawing. Draw means to tie, to bind, fasten, or attach, as with a cord, string, or the like, drawn together and knotted, so to stitch up the incision. It also means to write out in legal form, so in this case, it's the title. So the two targets we're looking for here are his scar on his abdomen and the title, which is going to be in a jar underneath his recliner chair. So draw means to bring, take, or pull out as from a receptacle or source. So I pulled the title out of the bronze jar. It also means to mark. Mark means scar, means spot, so which is a blemish or lesion on the skin. A visible impression or trace on something, such as a line or cut. Means in the middle of the stomach. And it means target. Nigh means being on the left side. So his kidney, I'm taking a guess here, but it was an operation on his left side. Near means close by, and nigh means being in the same proximity of space. So the scar and the jar, which contains the title, are in very close proximity to each other. Forrest is sitting on the recliner chair, and the title and jar are directly underneath his chair. There would be no paddle up your creek, so there would be a long, narrow scar high on the left side of his abdomen. No means negative, which is a minus sign. So it'd be the incision or scar that he has would be a straight line. Paddle means a line. It also means to cut, means skin, to mark or sign with a dash. Up means to a point that is considered higher, so it would be higher up on his abdomen. Into or in operation, so a scar from his cancer operation. Creek means a stream or channel in a coastal marsh. Channel means a long, narrow cut in a surface. To become marked by a channel. Marsh means fen, and in this case here, Forrest's Fenn. Creek also means gut, which is the belly, stomach, or abdomen. So the scar from his cancer operation is on the left side of his abdomen. Just heavy loads and water high, so from a really big cancerous tumor. Just means it's used to indicate an action performed in the very recent past, so his cancer operation. And just means really. Heavy means big, loads means a mass or tumor. Water high means cancer. So in astrology would be the cardinal water sign. So high means up in the stars or in the night sky. So if you've been wise and found the blaze, so if you've found a scar on Forrest's abdomen, wise means guide, which is pilot or a mark. So Forrest was a pilot, and a mark is his scar. Found means to find. Found also means to melt and pour metal into a mold, such as at a foundry, and to form or make an article of molten material in a mold, so making a bronze jar. And again, the bronze jar is underneath his recliner chair, and it contains the title. So blaze means a spot or mark made on a tree. So tree is forest. Mark means the middle of the stomach, and a visible impression or trace, such as a line or cut. Again, his scar. Look quickly down, your quest to cease. So we look straight down and search the floor directly underneath his recliner chair. So look straight down and search the floor directly underneath his recliner chair. Your target is a bronze jar coated in wax, which contains the title to his goal. That also means that your search is over. So look means to use one's sight or vision in seeking or searching, and it means a visual search or examination. Quickly means straight. Down means to the floor or bottom. So quickly down means straight down to the floor or bottom. Quest means the search or the object of search. It also means your goal or target, and it means a chase, which is an often small or portable container for enclosing something, as for carrying or safekeeping. So a jar containing the title to his treasure. Cease means finish, which means over. So your search is over. And it also means to terminate or can. And can means a sealed container. It means a jar. It means to preserve by sealing in a jar. And it's to have the right to something. So in this case, the title. And being sealed in a jar, Forrest has already shown us or told us that he'd coat his bronze jars in wax, or the covers in wax. But Terry scanned with marvel gaze. However, there will be a short delay as you sign the legal documents to transfer the title. So sit and chat with Forrest as you stare in shock at what Forrest left for you. But means however or except. Terry means to stay or sojourn. Means a period of waiting, a temporary stop in action. And it also means to vest power or authority and to place authority or power in the control of someone. And it means to put or bring information before a court or other authority. So the title will have to be done legally in a court. Scant means brief, so to retain a lawyer as counsel means lasting or taking a short time or short in duration. So with marvel gaze, with means concerning or regarding. Marvel means something impressive, remarkable, extraordinary. It means to be filled with surprise. And it means amazement, awe, shock, a stunner. Gaze means to stare with the mouth open, to look long and fixedly, especially in awe or admiration. It means to affix a signature to the legal documents, so to sign the legal documents. Just take the chest and go in peace. So legally receive and accept his entire fortune and enjoy it. That's right, folks, his entire fortune. And we'll get into that momentarily. So just means legally, lawfully. Take means to get into one's possession by voluntary action, to receive and accept willingly something given or offered. So Forrest is giving it, or bestowing it as a gift. To be the recipient of something bestowed. And the chest means a box, which is a gift or present. It also means the treasure chest, which is just one part of his entire treasure trove. Chest also means treasury, which is a collection of valuable items. And it means hoard. And a hoard is another word is reserve, which is something kept back or set aside, especially for future use. And it's something that is kept by special arrangement for some particular person. Hoard also means wealth, which is a great quantity or store of money, valuable possessions, property, or other riches. And it also means fortune. So in this case, his entire fortune. Go in peace. Go means to enter into a specified state or condition. So once you sign the title, you're going to be into a specified state or condition. You'll be the new owner. It also means to enjoy and appreciate. It means to be allotted, awarded, or transferred to a particular recipient. So in this case, the solver. In means in possession or occupancy in one's house or office. And it also means being in power, authority, or control. Peace means a transfer of property to present as a gift. And it means to enjoy actively and with enthusiasm, to take great pleasure in, and to benefit greatly from. Peace also means contract, and in this case here would be the title. So why is it that I must go and leave my trove for all to see? And I have a question mark here because that's what he's asking. So why is it necessary that Forrest die and that he reserve his treasure trove by last will for any searcher to find? So it means for this or that reason. And it's used to introduce a sentence expressing surprise or amazement. So the fact that he has to die in order for somebody to receive it. Why is a question concerning the reason for which something is done. So it's the reason, cause, or purpose for doing something. Must means required or compelled to. It means it's vital or necessary, and it's also a precondition. Go means to die. Leave means to give in trust. Trust is a fiduciary relationship in which one person, the trustee, holds the title to property, which is the trust estate, for the benefit of another, who would be the beneficiary. It also means to entrust, which is to put into the care or protection of someone. And it means will. Will is a legal declaration of a person's wishes as to the disposition of their property or estate after death, usually written and signed by the testator and attested by witnesses. And it is the document containing a declaration of a person's wishes as to the disposition of their property. And it means to give or dispose of property by a legal declaration or testament, which is a will. And leave also means bequeath. So it means to dispose of property by last will. It means to hand down, and it means to present as a gift. It also means to give for use after one's death or departure. Trove means treasure trove, and that means reserve, which is something kept back or set aside, especially for future use. And it's something that is kept by special arrangement for some particular person. Again, the solver. Treasure trove means gold, money, it means his treasure chest, and it means wealth, which is a large amount of money, valuable material possessions, property, and other riches. For all means for everyone and anyone. And seek means to ask for, to request, to go in search of, or to try to find. The answers I already know. So because he relinquished the legal title to all of his possessions, and he was completely sane when he did it. So why is it that I must go and leave my trove for all to see? It's because he relinquished the legal title to all of his possessions, and he was completely sane when he did it. Answers. Answer means to discharge a claim. So Forrest gave up his title to all of his possessions. Discharge means to release, which means to give up, relinquish, or surrender a right, claim, etc. And claim is a just title to something. Answer also means an action serving as a reply to a question. So Forrest asked why, and he provided the answers to his own question. And the answers are tired and weak. So the answers he already knows. So already means previously, which means before or prior to. So the release of title was done prior to hiding the treasure. Know means to understand from experience or attainment. It means to be acquainted or familiar with. It also means to be intelligent, informed, or sensible enough to do something. So he had his sanity and he understood what he was doing. It means to be sure or aware of, or to be cognizant or aware of. I've done it tired and now I'm weak. So he has willed his entire fortune to the person who can solve his poem, and now he's poor. I means force then. Have, to arrange or carry out. Done means executed, which is to sign a will in the presence of witnesses and in accordance with other legal formalities. So he's willed it legally. Tired means exhausted. So it means to empty by drawing out the contents. It means to draw out completely, to deplete totally, to deprive wholly of useful or essential properties, possessions, resources, etc. And it means to reduce to poverty. So he's done it tired. He's given his entire fortune to the solver. So he's done it tired, and now at the present time or moment, he's weak. Another word for weak is poor. So he gave up his entire possessions. So hear me all and listen good. So listen to Forrest and make a recording of the correct solution. So hear means to pay close attention to listen to grasp or understand. Forrest, me means Forrest. All means everyone. Listen means list, which means to record or to make a recording of. It's also an account in writing or the like, preserving the memory or knowledge of facts or events. It means to chronicle. And it also means to show proof, which is what I've been doing here with all the solutions. So good means right or correct. Your effort will be worth the cold. So your creation and production of a video and the certainty of your solution will be deserving of the reward being held in reserve. So effort means production, which is the organization and presentation of a film. Creation, which is the act of creating, producing, or causing to exist. It means a successful accomplishment, and it means something done by hard work. And of course, it's also a struggle. So your effort, your creation of the video, so it's going to be worthy of or meriting Meriting means something that deserves or justifies a reward, or something that is deserved. The cold. So cold means with complete competence, thoroughness, or certainty. It means absolutely, without doubt or reservation. It also means reserved, so something that was kept by special arrangement for some person. So in this case here, it's what he reserved in his will for the solver.
If you are brave and in the wood. So if you are firm in your belief that the passion of Christ is the solution, and you lay claim to his entire fortune and demand the title. So if means a requirement or a condition or stipulation. Brave means to confront with resolution or courage. So to confront with a solution that you firmly believe in. Resolution means a solution. It also means firm in your belief, adamant, unshakable, unwavering, undaunted. Courage means the confidence to act in accordance with one's beliefs. It also means confident or having the guts to do something. In this case, to make a video of your solution and demand the title. And it also means to lay claim to or to demand as something due or rightful. So you're laying claim to his entire fortune and you're demanding the title. In means into, which means absorbed in or involved in. And in this case, you're absorbed or involved in the passion because the passion of Christ is the solution to the poem. Wood means passion. Passion means violent anger, rage, or fury. So wood means wild as with rage, raging or raving like a maniac. It means wild, which is furious or angry, or unrestrained violence, fury, intensity, etc. So it's the passion. Wood also means stick, which means to remain firm. So to remain firm in your belief that it's the passion. So if you're firm in your belief that the passion of Christ is the solution, and you lay claim to his entire fortune and demand the title, Forrest will publicly announce that the poem was solved and by whom, and will transfer the title to the solver. So I give you title. Forrest will announce and present publicly to provide or furnish, to present to an audience, to give as a present, to transfer, to present or deliver voluntarily something that is one's own to the permanent possession of another. And it also means bestow, so to present as a gift. So I give you, the solver, title. So title means the legal right to the possession of property, especially real property. And it's also the championship or the crown. So gold means to finish first in a competition, and it means treasure, money, abundant and valuable possessions, and it means a great quantity or store of money, valuable possessions, property, or other riches. And it means fortune. So in this case, it would be Forrest's entire fortune. So, in keeping with the rules of the poem, I, Todd Sampson, do firmly believe that the Passion of Christ is the correct solution to the Forrest's poem, and hereby lay claim to the Forrest's treasure trove. So, in proper Canadian fashion, Forrest, may I please have the title to your treasure trove?